Grow your flow, peeps. So what we're thinking about now is mobility, flexibility, movement from one thing to the next with control. And so it's that control that allows us to build strength in this type of workout. So if you're a couple of beats behind me, that's perfectly okay. All right, so don't worry about actually being. Most of the time we try to be together, but in something like this, maybe if you're, one or two steps behind me, that's all right. I'm going to try my best to guide you. As you know, that's my weakness here, my least amount of experience here. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to start standing, but we're going to quickly transition to the floor and then come back to some flows with standing postures. Let's go. So stand at the top of your mat for me, please. Legs hip width apart. I want you to think middle toe, middle of ankle, middle of knee, middle of hip, hip under shoulder. I want you to get that stance. If you've got a heart rate monitor, I'd like you to start it. Pick something like yoga, flexibility, mobility, anything like that. Just fixing that, taking it down a notch. All right, and just kind of center yourself, spread your toes, and give me a mountain pose. So with mountain pose, we want that stacked position, we want that anterior pelvic tilt, and we want to pull the shoulder blades together, almost proud. And then I want you to open up your wrists. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to do that, but I want you to open it so you can pull the shoulder blades together. Now lengthen your knee. Like, here I am, world, present. Maybe shift your weight, see if you can center yourself, and then hold it nice and still. Give me a nice big inhale here, all the way, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to do 2 more just like that, nice and controlled. Now let all the air out of your lungs. Yeah, think about, expanding that belly for that breath in. Let's go, big breath in. And exhale. A little bit more of an exhale. Let's go, big inhale. This is your 3rd and final one. And exhale. Now come back into that mountain pose for me. Stack through the feet, anterior pelvic tilt, shoulder blades together, spin those wrists open to me, long neck. Stand here, take a moment. I want you to think about, your ability, your strength. All right. So do me a favor, big inhale, keep the hands apart, shoulder width, pointing straight up. Okay. Hold it right there. Now, I want your fingers spread completely and thumbs pointing to the back of the room. Active through the fingers for me. Don't forget that anterior pelvic tilt, flattening out that lower back. Beautiful. And if you feel like you need to wiggle to always kind of find your center, feel free. Find that center, that balance. Some in the toe, some in the heel. Good, hold it there. We're just activating. Now, keeping the hands here, 3 big breaths. Big breath in and exhale. Think about that belly movement. Inhale, extend the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in to push into those lower lungs to let the air out. One more time. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Bring those hands down gently. All right, we're just going to start with some toe work. So I'm turning to the side. Keep facing me. I want you to stretch out those toes. So the front foot, the ankle, into the shin. And now let's switch it out. Look what I'm doing with the toe. I flipped it. So now it's like we're wearing a high heel. I want your knee past your toes. So we're really stretching ligaments and tendons that kind of go around the ball of the foot. All right, now flip it. Be gentle with yourself here. You don't want to be too aggressive with this stretch in particular. And flip it. You want to find your edge, but not too quickly, or, you know, all out. It's kind of like feeling where you are, and you might be moving back and forth with that. So we're here, maybe we go a little further, maybe we release a little bit. Good job. Shake it out. Let's go to the other foot. So we're pushing into those toes. Again, not too aggressively. It's gentle. And you might be kind of pushing forward with it and pulling back with it, depending. Flip it so that you're now wearing that high heel and you're stretching out the ligaments and tendons that run through the toe. Make sure you're putting some emphasis in that pinky toe. Good. Flip it. Nice job. Release. Right here. And we have one more time. Good. Flip it. Pushing down, curling those toes, stretching out the front of the foot, the ankle up into the shin. Nice job. All right, shake it out. Just kind of like walk your feet. Kind of just lift them gently. Wiggle those toes. Yeah? All right, come back into that mountain pose. Legs hip width apart. Good. That anterior pelvic tilt. Now I want to activate that arch. We've done this many times. This is really a very good exercise. So I want you to alternate, kind of like, you know how cats kind of, yeah? I want you to alternate. So we're going to lift that arch, pushing down through the toes and the heel, and then we're going to release. And when we release the right foot, we're going to do the left, right, back and forth at your own pace. So we stand tall, mountain pose, and then I want you to do your arch work. Kind of like, you know, when they say cats are making biscuits. Back and forth. Now I want it to get intense. Building some strength here in that arch. Really good. Especially if you have any type of heel pain in the morning, plantar fasciitis. This is really good for that. Strengthening the foot. Keep going, alternating. All right, good job. Now you're going to lift and hold the right foot for 10, 9, relax the left, 8, 7, 6, stand straight, 5, don't lean, 4, 3, 2, release the right, lift the left, 10, 9, 8, 7, lift that arch, 6, push down through the toes and the heel, 3, 2, back to kneading biscuits. Alternate at your own pace, left and right, right and left. Should get tight. Should get really like, ooh, come on. 3, 2, and relax, shake it out. Relax the foot, nice job. All right, something to do in the back line and nobody will know. All right, how will they know? They'll never know. All right, give me a big inhale, hands up, and now chair pose. We're gonna sit back, chest up. I want you to arch that back up, yeah? And come to standing, leave the hands up. Chair pose, come a little lower. And stand back up. Again, chair pose, come a little lower. And stand back up. All right, now this time, we're gonna go all the way to the ground, but really slow as you can handle. We're gonna go all the way down, all the way down. Try and keep a nice, steady pace. Your butt is going to go to the ground. That's it. If you need to release your hands, that's okay. Slow and controlled. Get to the ground. Control it, control it, control it. And are you there with me? Excellent. All right, balls of the feet together. And let's just start with a nice butterfly. Shaking it out, nice and easy. So take a look at your toes, make sure they're kind of lined up. Yeah. Make sure your heels are kind of lined up. Just nice and easy, relaxing those hips. Can you pull the heels a little closer to the groin? And flap those wings, move those knees up and down, doing a nice dynamic stretch in the groin. Good. That's it, shaking it out. All right, now sit tall, and I want you to pull your knees down and apart. Using your outer thigh, inner thigh, So stretching inner thigh, squeezing glutes and outer thigh to pull the knees down. Sit nice and tall. Good job, and release it. Good, 2 more times. Pull those knees down and apart. Wherever you're at is fine. Remember, I'm just a guide. It doesn't have to look exactly like this. Good, and release. 1 more time. And we're gonna go a little deeper this time. If this is your edge, then don't go deeper, just hold it. All right, knees down and apart. And I want you to spread those elbows and kind of try and get them down on the thighs or the calves and push a little bit. Now lengthen that chest, lean forward, head up, chin up. Push your elbows against your legs and release. Excellent. Bring them in. All right, let's just do some nice forward folds. I've been outside, I hope my feet aren't too dirty. All right, notice how I'm kind of spreading my toes and pointing my toes to my head. I want you to try and do that. Now maybe your heels come off the ground, yeah, because your feet are so flexed and your quads are so flexed, lifting the heels up. Active. Now sit nice and tall. Good, relax those feet, shake them out. Now, something we might not want to do, but you know, let's take some of that extra flesh and pull it out so that we're really finding those sit bones. And we want to center on them. So that same alignment between the shoulder and the hip that we were doing in mountain pose, I'd like to see here. Okay, good. Now point and flex your feet, alternating, like you're kneading biscuits again. Up and down. Good. Now point both feet. Really active here. Pull those toes down. Good. And now flex again. This time again, try and lift those heels off the ground. Spread the toes and get the toes to point to the head. Spread them, spread them. Excellent job. Good. If you can, grab your big toes with your pointy finger and middle finger. If you cannot grab your toes, anywhere along the leg is perfectly okay. So grab those toes. Now, I don't want the chest down. I want the chest lifted and up. Nice, strong pose. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to lift that chest so that you're going to pull on those arms, which are going to pull on those feet. Again, coming back to that flexing of the toe towards the head. Nice long. All right, now we're just going to bend the elbows, come down, and release, come back up. 2 more times. Bend the elbows and come down. Maybe a little further, maybe not, and come back up. 3rd time, a little bit more intense. Come down, hold it for 10, 9, 8, head up, chin up, 6. Fantastic. 3, 2, now I want the forehead to try and come down to the legs, so round the back. And release. Good. Just opening it all up. All right, shake it out for me, please. Beautiful. Let's roll it onto all fours. Nice. And let's do a little cat-cow. Your own pace. So chest up, pelvis up, dropping the belly button. And then pulling the belly button up to the ceiling and releasing the hips and shoulders. And now connect it to your breath, your own pace. That's cat-cow. Think about your spine as this beautiful rhythmic wave that's connected to your breath. Excellent job. Find yourself in neutral for me, please. A stretch we're very familiar with. Let's reach through with our right hand, right cheek on the ground. Extend the left hand. I want you to bring that left shoulder down. Excellent. Good. Come back to all fours. And let's do the other side. Extend through that left cheek on the ground. Extend the right hand on the ground. Try and bring that right shoulder to the ground. Oh, nice shoulder stretch. Hold it there. And come back up onto all fours. Good job. All right, keeping our knees on the ground. We're going to drop down into Cobra. Chest up. Nice. And we're going to push back into child pose. Good. 2 more times for each. Roll the spine into Cobra. And push back into child pose. 1 more time for each. Roll it, Cobra. Push back into child pose. Excellent. Take a moment here. Let the forehead rest on the ground. Reach those hands out. Good. Catch your breath. Spread your fingers so that you're like doing a high five to your mat or to the ground. All right, you're going to lift your butt, your head. You're going to tuck your toes and you're going to come into a down dog. Now we're going to walk the dog, which means we're going to bend one knee at a time and kind of just move around in the dog. Just kind of waking it up. Left, right. You can spread your legs wider than your mat. Move your hips side to side. You can bring your legs together. Just kind of walk it out here. That's it. Beautiful. Walk your feet to your hands to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold for a second. Bend your knees. Roll it up slowly. Big inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. So we want to stack ankle, knee, hip, anterior pelvic tilt. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, spin those wrists open. Take a moment. Good, nice strong pose. All right, now we're going to go through a nice little flow. All right, here we go. Big inhale and exhale, forward fold. Hands all the way down to the ground. Good. Palms flat on the ground and then release so just your fingertips are on the ground. Flatten your back, head up, chin up. So this is tabletop. Head up, chin up, that's it. Good. Now forward fold, release, bend the knees. Step back with the right leg, then the left leg into plank. If at any point you need to drop to your knees, you can do that. Give me 1 tricep push-up. Let's go. So you're in plank, 1 tricep push-up, all the way down, all the way up. Beautiful. Push back into down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. I'm going to go a little bit faster in this flow. You're in the forward fold for a second. Roll it up. Big inhale. Return to mountain pose. Think about all the aspects that we want. Stacked pelvis, shoulder blades. 1 more big inhale. Exhale all the way down, hands to the ground, flat on the ground as much as you can. Good, forward fold. All right, flatten the back, lift the head, fingertips on the ground. If you need to bend your knees, you can. Stay in tabletop, head up, chin up. Good, come down, forward fold, let the head drop. Good, left leg back first, then right into plank. If you need to drop to your knees, go ahead. 1 tricep push-up, all the way down, all the way up. Push into down dog. Nice. And then walk your feet to your hands. Excellent. Come all the way up. Big inhale to standing. Exhale, mountain pose. All right, so you notice we're doing right then left. We're going to build. We're going to do the same thing so you get an idea of where we're going. And adding on a pose or 2 every round. Here we go. Big inhale. Forward fold. Tabletop. Nice. Step the right leg back. Plank pose. Drop to the knees if you need to. 1 push-up. Oh, well, tricep push-up. Good. Down dog. That's it. Excellent. You're going to lift your right leg off the ground, point it to the ceiling. This is 3-legged dog. Lift it as high as you can, high as you can. All right, now swing that right leg all the way through, make it meet your hands. Come into runner's lunge. That's it. Excellent job. Hold it there. Hold it there. Beautiful. We're going to bring that left leg forward. Forward fold. Roll it up. Big inhale. Hands all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. Now the left side. Big inhale. Forward fold all the way down. Hands touching the ground. Tabletop, fingertips. Head up, chin up. Look at me. Straighten your arms as much as you need to. Legs as much as you need to. Excellent. Forward fold. Step back with your left leg first. Then your right into plank pose. Good. Hold it. Hold it. One tricep push up. All the way down. All the way up. Good. Down dog. That's it. Now this time, left leg goes up. Lift it as high as you can. Point that toe. Lift, 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 lift. Lift. And now swing that left leg all the way through, meeting your hands. Full runner's lunge. Full runner's lunge meaning you're on your feet and hands. Your knee is not on the ground. Good. Hold it there. Let the hips drop. Don't be shy. Let them drop. Hold it there for a second. All right. So we're going to bring that right leg forward. Forward fold. Let's go. Bring it forward. Come to standing. Big inhale. Exhale. Mountain pose. Pull those shoulder blades together. Swing the wrist open. All right. Right side. Big inhale. Exhale. Tabletop. Head up, chin up, hold it there for a second. Flatten that back. Look forward. Lengthen. Really feel the back of those legs into those sitting bones. Good. Forward fold. Step the right leg back. Then the left leg into plank. Bring that butt down. You want to be a nice straight piece of wood. Excellent. Hold it there for a second. One tricep push up. All the way down. All the way up. Good. Down dog. Building. We're going to lift that right leg as high as we can. Lift it, lift it, lift it. You're in a three-legged dog. Left leg is on the ground, pushing through the heel. Now drive that right leg between the arms. Full runner's lunge. Remember we were just here? Excellent job. That's it. Stay right there. Okay, now make sure you're on the palm of your left hand and you're going to twist and open the right. Nice side stretch, hold it there, give me some breaths. Look at your right hand, turn your head. Beautiful. Release that right hand to the ground. All right. You might want to scooch your right leg over a little bit, bring your right hand to the inside, and you want to come down onto those elbows if you can. Ooh, Liza, this is really deep. If you can't come down onto the elbows, just bend the elbows as much as you can. That's fine. Yeah, that hip's going to open. Let it slide open. Breathe. Good. Now straighten the arms. If you're on your elbows, come to your palms. We're going to bring that left leg forward into forward fold. All the way forward. Big inhale, stand. Roll it up. Exhale, mountain pose. Spin it open. Let's go. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips, tabletop, flat back, eyes forward, chin up, lengthen. Really think about stretching that neck. Good. Forward fold, step that left leg back first, then the right into plank. A nice strong piece of wood. Nice and flat and square. One tricep push up. All the way down, all the way up. Come into down dog. Take a moment in down dog, reset. All right, we're heading into three-legged dog. Lift the left leg as high as you can. Point the toe. Lift, 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 lift. Good. Now drive that left leg all the way between the hands. All right, so maybe the left leg can't come all the way. Take a look. We can always squish the leg forward. Yeah, we don't have to do it all in one swift go. If you're not already on the palm of your hand for your right hand, do that now. Lift the left. Twist. Turn your head. Look at where your left hand is. To the ceiling. Nice. And return that left hand to the ground. We want to bring it to the inside if it's not there already. Maybe squish your foot over. And now we're going to take the right hand first, down onto the elbows. Can you come down? Lizard. If you can't come down on the elbows, remember, just bend the elbows as much as you can. Good. It's a real deep hip opener. Beautiful. Nice deep breaths. Come back up onto the palm of your hands if you're not there already, and then straighten your arms. Excellent. That right leg's going to come forward into a forward fold. Drive it up. Let's go. Bring it forward. Organize yourself. If you need to shift on your mat, that's okay. Bend your knees, roll it all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, nice and controlled. Big inhale. Forward fold. Tabletop. Take a moment. Now I want you to bend one knee at a time. Bending one knee at a time. Really, those hips should be nice and open now. Just walking it. So I'm bending one knee and I'm straightening one leg at a time. Hands are on the ground, so fingertips, and your back is flat, so we're in a tabletop. Good. Forward fold. Step the right leg back, then the left into plank. One tricep push-up. All the way down. Ooh, all the way up. Ooh, good. Down dog. That's it. Hold it there for a second. Hold it there. That's it. Beautiful. Now, drop to your knees. Find yourself in child's pose. Forehead on the ground for me, please. Release those hands. So what I want you to do is take your hands from in the front. I want you to flip them so they're palms up and they're going to be right by your feet. You're going to let your shoulders drop and relax. There we go. Nice job. Okay, your favorite pose. We're just going to sit in hero pose for 2 seconds. So lift the forehead off the ground. You're sitting on your heels. Your toes are pointed. Knees are apart. Just for a moment. Hold it right there. Good. That's it. All right. You're going to lean to the side and you're going to straighten just your right leg. And now maybe the butt can come down on the ground. Oh, yes. If you need to lift yourself a little bit in this position, that's okay. So I'll show you from the side. So if you need to lift yourself in the position a little bit, that's okay. All right, now come forward on it, switch out the legs. There you go. Take your time. Try not to fall into the pose. If you need support with your hands. All right, lean forward on it. Come back into hero pose. Sit on those heels. I know a lot of work. Sometimes not so easy to transition in that pose. Good. Come on to all fours for me, please. Cat-cow. Good. All right, we're going to transition into some standing poses. Down dog, so tuck your toes, butt up. Walk your feet to your hands. And then come to standing. Roll it all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale. Mountain pose. Spin those shoulders, blades together. Lift the chest. Make sure your weight, feel where you need to be. Take a moment. I am very sweaty. Gotta wipe my face. All right, here we go. I'm backing it up so you can see my feet a little bit. Okay, here we are. We're gonna do eagle, okay? Which means we're gonna start by wrapping the right leg around. It might not go all the way around, that's okay. The right leg is gonna go on top, so that means the right hand has to go under. So right leg on top, right hand under. It's like yin yang. So let's just start with the leg. So place all your weight on your left leg for me, please. You want to bend that left knee and you want to get that right leg over. Good. Yep, find your balance. Good, and release it. Now the more you bend the leg, the more you can wrap. Can you get the toes around? I'll show you from the side. Release. So if I don't bend my leg enough, it's very hard for me to wrap. But if I bend my leg a lot, I can kind of wiggle my toes around. Eagle. The more you bend, the more work is going into that glute. Good, and release. One more time, and now we're going to do the arms. So right leg over, right hand under. You ready? First find the legs. So bend, wrap, wiggle, walk the toes around. Good, hands out. When you're ready, take the right hand under. Can you wrap them around? Good. Now, sit into the pose and lift your elbows. Really big back opener. Hold it there for 5, 4, perfect. 3, pull the elbows up. 2, good. Release the hands first and release the legs. Good. Shake it out. I know. It's like, what? All kind of parts of my brain working. You're welcome. All right, let's do the other side. So first, weight into the right leg, left just on top. Just feel it out. Maybe you're not wrapping your knee high up enough on your thigh. Got to play with this pose to see where your body is. So I find like I need to lift that. Do you see how I get that thigh, like this hamstring flesh, like over my femur? That for me is important, to be able to wrap that foot around. Good. And then release. So play with it. More bending, more lifting and rolling over. Wrap those feet. Find your balance. Good. Nice. Fly like an eagle. Let's release. All right, this time we're going to do the arms as well. So left leg over, left hand under. Yeah, the yin and yang of it all. Here we go. Find your balance. Wrap your toes if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Wherever you're at is fine. Extend your hands. Left hand under. Wrap it around. Good. Now bend the knees a little bit more and lift the elbows. For 5. For 4. Lift the elbows. 3, a little bit more. 2. Release the hands first. Find your balance. And then release the legs. Nice job. Shake it out, walk it out. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tabletop. Lengthen. Step the right leg back first, then the left. Plank. 1 push up, all the way down, all the way up. Down dog. That's it. Lift the right leg. Drive that right leg between the hands. Runner's lunge. Okay, now we're going to transition here into forward fold. Bring that left leg forward. Make sure now your legs are 2 fists apart. Yeah, take a look at what I'm doing, putting my 2 fists in. Good, chair pose. Good, lift those hands. Lift the chest, lift the neck, chin. Forward fold. Chair pose. Can you come a little lower? Maybe it shouldn't be called chair, but stool. Good. Forward fold. Can we go into, you know, those little step-ups that you use in the kitchen? So we went from chair to stool to step up. Let's go. So let's do chair, stool, step up. All right, good job. Come to standing. Release the hands. Right leg, wrap it around. Play with it. Extend the hands. Right leg is on top, right hand goes on the bottom. Lift. Good. Release the hands first. And then the legs come to standing. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tabletop. Left leg back, then right leg back. Plank position. One push up, all the way down, all the way up. Down dog. Butt up, legs straight, heels down. Lift that left leg, three-legged dog. Left leg between the hands, runner's lunge. Are we here? Good. Bring that right leg forward. Forward fold. Forward fold into chair. Lift, lengthen the neck, and release, forward fold. Forward fold into stool. Can you bend this? Can you bring that butt down? Lift, lift, and release. Good. One more time. Forward fold into chair, stool, step up. Can we play with the butt? Can we move it up and down? Good. Come to standing. That's it. Find your balance. Left leg on top. Wrap it around, wiggle it, shake it. Good. Hands, the left leg is on top, so the left hand has to go on the bottom. Pull the elbows apart from the knees. Spread it. Good job. Release the hands first, then the legs. Take a moment. Excellent. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tabletop. Flatten the back. Good job. Take a moment here. That's it. Right leg back, then left leg, plank. Tricep push up. Good. Into down dog. All right, here we go. Lift that right leg, three-legged dog. Excellent. Drive that right leg forward. Full runner's lunge. Okay, take a moment here. Now we're going to do some standing poses with our legs apart. So I want you to squish the leg up out a little bit. So now we're like on train tracks. Got a little bit more balance here. We're going to do crescent. Lift. Hold. Good. Breathe. Strong pose. Now that back leg is straight, pushing through that heel. This knee is as bent as you can have it bent, baby. Hands up straight, thumbs back, fingers spread. Excellent job. Place them on the ground. Forward fold. That's it. Roll it up, big inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Nice. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips, tabletop. Left leg back, then right leg into plank. Take a moment. That's it. One push up all the way down, all the way up. Down dog. Lift that left leg for me, please. Point it, three-legged dog. Drive that left leg all the way forward. Runner's lunge. Okay. Are you ready to scooch? Scooch, 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 scooch. Right, we moved it, so we're on the train tracks. Crescent, are you ready? That back leg stays nice and straight. Lift, yes, beautiful. Hold it there. Push into that back heel. Maybe squeeze the glutes. Strong. Now spread the fingers, thumbs pointing straight back, hands nice and straight. Hold it. Good job. Hands to the ground. Forward fold, bring that right leg forward to meet the left leg. Roll it up, big inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. We're not done, building, let's go, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good, tabletop. Right leg back. Left leg back into plank, one push up. Oh yeah, how many have we done? 69 million it seems like. Down dog. Excellent. Lift that right leg, three-legged dog. Lift, lift, lift. Point the toe. Drive that right leg between the hands. Runner's lunge. Take a moment. Scooch it. Make sure you're like balanced. You know, you can kind of release your hands to feel it. All right, let's go. Crescent pose. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, Now watch. We're going to twist and open into warrior two. Now I have put my heel down, so my leg went from here to here. Yeah. Warrior two. All right, gaze over the right fingertips. Bend that right knee. So you're pushing into the outside side of your left leg, the back leg, and you're pushing down through the toes, that yin and yang. Good. Excellent. Hold it there. Place your right elbow on the knee. Drive the hand up and over. Nice. Excellent. Swing that left hand all the way down to the ground. Release. Good. Now, plank position. Take that right leg back. Left leg forward. Runner's lunge. Same thing on the left side. Ready? Scooch the leg. However much you need. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's a little less. I find for me, I'm a little bit more balanced on this side. Okay, crescent. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, watch. Watch how I swing that back leg. Yeah, now I'm pushing to the outside. So we're really opening up those hips. Gaze over the left fingers. That's it. Left elbow on the left knee. Drive that right hand up. Keep opening. Swing that right hand to the ground. Good. Take that left leg back, plank position. Down dog. Good. This time walk your hands to your feet. So you're now in forward fold in the back of the mat. Excellent. From forward fold to chair pose. You're at the back of the mat. From chair to mountain. From mountain to eagle, right leg. Come with me. If you're a little bit behind, it's okay. If you're a little ahead of me, it's okay. Spread, lift those elbows. I want to spread those shoulder blades apart. Good. Release the hands first. Then the legs. Mountain pose. Good. Forward fold. From forward fold into chair. From chair into mountain. From mountain into eagle. Left leg. Get those arms when you're ready. Yeah, you might go ahead of me. Yep, I'm a little off balance, so I'm trying to get my balance. Pull the elbows away from the knees. Lift them. Release the hands. Release the legs. Good. Excellent job. Shake it out. Okay, I want you to come to stand in the middle of your mat, but now you're not facing me exactly. We're going to be doing some straddles. All right, so I'd like you to open your legs wide. But what I want you to do is when you open your leg wide, I want you to make sure your heel is further out than your toe. Okay, that's going to prevent you from slipping. Yeah, so if you're so wide that you cannot make the heel the furthest, bring it in a little bit. So go wide and then pull your toes in. Yeah? Good. All right, hands on your hips, and I'm just going to bend, come into like an L shape. So make sure your make sure your shoulders are in line with your hips. Pushing through the outside of your feet. Good, from the pinky to the heel. Good, now come back to standing. So suck your belly in and lift. You want to squeeze those glutes, let's do that again. So we're just coming so that the shoulders are in line with the hips. Tilt forward. Hold it there, really stretching that hamstring into inner thigh. Good. If it was difficult for you to come to standing, you can bend your knees slightly to help you. And let's come back into standing one more time. Good, if you need to reset those feet, go ahead, make sure heel is wider, so it's a little bit of like a turn in of the foot. Let's go. Bend. Really stretching that hamstring. Now we're going to drop the hands to the ground. If you need to bend your knees here again, you're free to do that. Excellent. Hold it right there. Okay, now you're going to walk your hands out. So now the shoulders are going to drop a little lower. I want you to walk the hands out as far as you can. Good job. Hold it there. I want your legs to be as straight as possible. If there needs to be a little bend, that's okay. Now we're going to do the reverse with the hands. You're going to walk your hands to under your shoulders. You're going to flip your grip and walk your hands back as much as you can. Kind of like grip the ground to help pull you down. How far down you go is up to you. Straddled forward fold. Beautiful. Release it. Bring the hands back to under the shoulders. All right. Bring the hands to the hips. And let's come back to standing. Bend the knees if you need to. Good. That's really hard on the hamstring because you're all the way forward. We're doing that again. Hands on the hips. Bring it down so the shoulders are in line with the hips. Transition the hands from the hips to the ground. Good. Now this time, you're just going to let your chest drop with the hands on the ground. And you're going to reach your hands for anything on your legs. So grab a hold of your legs, and I want you to pull yourself down with your hands. Again, a variation of straddled forward fold. Hold it there. Good. Release the stretch. Hands under the shoulders. Hands back to the hips. Come to standing. If you need to bend to stand, that's okay. Good. One more time. Hands on the hips if they're not there already. Bend so your shoulders are in line with your hips. Notice I'm wiggling my toes. I'm constantly like adjusting my stance. Good. Hands transition to the ground. You're going to drop your chest, your shoulders. You're going to grab a hold of your feet again. Now this time, you're going to take your left hand from your left foot and bring it to the right leg. So you're going to give me a little bit of a twist. Yes. There you go. Beautiful. That's it. Now come back to center. And this time the right hand releases the right foot and goes to the left leg with a twist. Excellent job. Bring your hands back to center under the shoulders on the ground. Bring those hands back to those hips. Release and come to standing. Ooh, excellent job. Now you're going to bring your feet in a little bit and you're going to turn the toes out now. So we're going from this position to this position, something you're much more familiar with. All right, goddess pose. Yeah, why is it goddess pose? Because it's some nice groin work. So we're going to bend. So a sumo squat, this is goddess pose. And we're just going to hold it there. You want to try and get your hips down to knee height. And you want to try and pull your knees as far back as you can. Good. Move side to side for me. Wiggle it out. That's it. And then hold it back into the center. Lift the chest. For 5, can you drop it a little lower? 4, 3, 2, hands to the ground. Release. Come to all fours. Good. Stay on this position on your mat because now we're going to do a frog pose. Alright, just the last thing, really big groin opener. I want you to slowly start to walk your knees wider and wider. And then maybe come down onto your elbows. And I'd like you to hold it there. If you can't come down to your elbows, that's okay. Okay. Now, really intense. I want you to push back. Ooh, you see, for me, I can't move very much. And push forward. Release it. Push back. Be gentle here. Find your edge. And forward. One more time. And push back. Oh. Good. Come back to center. If you're on your elbows, come back to the palms of your hands. And then kind of just pull your legs in. Beautiful job. All right, face me. Come into a nice easy pose, easy crossed leg. Or if you want half lotus, or if you want full lotus, up to you. Let's take that flesh so that we're really on the sitting bones. Take a moment. Strong, able. 3 big inhales. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. And one more time, big inhale. Clasp the hands, take a look at them as they touch and bring them down to the heart of the matter. Just another way to strengthen the heart, the muscle that works non-stop, all the time, every minute, every day, until we have to say, okay, that's it for us. Thank you so much for working out with me. Absolute pleasure as always. I hope you enjoyed that. A little different. Have a fantastic day today, and I'll see you tomorrow.